Hey everyone, the castle here. Got a slightly better angle on my camera now. Not looking up, looking down. That's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. So, um, I haven't done a little bit of a vlog in a little bit, but I'm gonna say right now that the more I've been using LBRY, the more impressed with it I am, and it continues to get better and better. And I think that the more people who use it, the better it gets as well. So, I'm really kind of hoping that I can continue to grow followers on this platform for sure. Like, this is actually pretty nice. That, in combination with Steam It and everything like that, is well, I'm definitely hoping that this can continue to just keep going. I've been putting up a lot of content, just a lot of stuff that's just like short, funny videos that involve like just random antics and VR chat and stuff like that. Although I'll probably start getting some more game development stuff back in play again. The weird things is that the way virtual reality has been lately is that a lot of the game development stuff is in lieu of the hanging out stuff. You get like this sort of instant gratification. You build something and then you immediately get to hang out with it on or in it or around it or using it or whatever. So yeah, so I'm getting a Halo DMR added. Like I'm putting it onto my avatar. It's already working. It seems to be functional, although I have to actually test it in VR, so I haven't jumped into VR just recently. Outside of that, things are going great with Helios, and things are going great with uh, well, things are kind of stagnant with Xalive at the moment. I'll probably try and uh, get a little bit more in place for that. The thing is, though, is that I'm going to say it right now. The idea of this, where here we go. All right. Where we're using avatars that can actually like people just bring their own avatars into a a world that's like a regular first person shooter of some sort. This Doom world that's in VR chat was actually really inspirational to me because it kind of opened the doors up, I think, where people can just bring anything that they want into an environment and combat stuff. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be Doom. It can be anything. But if you really look into it, especially in terms of like um, with Helios, maybe we can have like an inventory system or something like that, where people can just, get all different kinds of guns. Maybe I'll be using some alien blaster from the Fallout series, or maybe some kind of like I don't know, plasma rifle from Doom or something. You know what I mean? And then I run out of ammo for that, and then I switch over to a crossbow from I don't know, from Dark Souls or something. You know what I mean? It's like you can bring all of these different types of things together, right? And I think that a lot of people probably aren't really thinking on this level, but one of the things that really drove me into liking this idea is the potential that it has. So, all right, if we have an environment where everybody can just make an avatar based on anything that they want, on any intellectual property that they want, and actually have it be playable gameplay, and we can actually do stuff with that kind of a thing, that means we can literally do anything we want. But, okay, here's an example. Imagine being able to play Team Fortress 2 versus Overwatch. Imagine, trying to figure out who would win a fight. Like M. Bison from Street Fighter or a mage from World of Warcraft. It's the sky is the limit when it comes to what you can bring to the table once avatars start incorporating gameplay into their designs. Do you understand? It's not just, oh wow, I want to play Doom with random anime chicks, although I do. It's not just that. That's not what's being discussed here. That is not the that is just a small piece of it. Okay? That that's that's the tip of the iceberg. What we have here is something else that's a lot bigger, a lot more interesting, a lot more. It just sidesteps all of these like copyright rules and everything like that. It's like at that point, you're gonna once these things have gameplay, we can do crazy shit with the. We can have Halo Marines versus Doom Marines. We could do it all, and it could all work, and nobody can do anything about it because it doesn't. Nobody really owns it. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay. How are they going to tell people that they can't like make something? Oh, I guess eventually what'll have to happen is they'll have to clamp down on it and be like, well, guys, we really don't want our intellectual properties getting combined with every other intellectual property ever. that that to me is the really amazing thing. So my avatar now has a Halo fucking DMR, right? And I'm going to be able to once I'm done hooking this up, I'm going to be able to run around in Doom with a Halo weapon on my avatar, and I'm going to record videos of it, right? But not just that though. Once now that I know how to do that, I can I can start thinking about other things as well. Like I don't know, maybe having like a spell book or something where I could switch between different types of like magic spells and like and start killing doom monsters that way. Not only, but I'm going to actually try and contact the creator of the world for this Doom shareware episode, and like this guy right here that you're seeing, he has like a death laser beam thing that he was using, and it was like doing so much damage it was killing him too. I'm going to try and contact the creator of this world, and I'm going to say, see like what it took to make something with these kinds of monsters, and then I might switch it up so that it's not Doom anymore. It can be anything, right? Maybe it's the Halo Covenant or something, and we get a world ripped out of Halo Reach or something, and now we're fighting those instead. This has potential to be cooler than most things. Period. it okay. And if you really think about it, it's very similar to what you might have expected from uh, uh, Ready Player One, right? Because like if you look at Ready Player One, the movie, one of the things that they had was intellectual properties were everywhere. Like there was a dude that was Tracer from Overwatch. There's like characters all over that were just different things. I think that's actually they kind of nailed it. I think they kind of nailed it in that movie. I think that's actually how it's going to play out. I'm actually legit thinking that is it. We're going to just see shit from everything, right? So I was actually thinking I was joking around about like, having like maybe the Iron Giant or something like that be an avatar that I know it already exists and like giving it some weapons. So right now we are on the first precipice of what would be considered the virtual reality space, and that's just the straight up virtual reality social media. But as we start taking things into the next steps, the next aspect of it, oh my god, the laser beam. He goes to kill like a handgun guy with that thing. The and he killed us too. Um the next step is going to be when once we begin really getting gameplay into it. Now we've had avatars with guns and stuff like that for a while now, but we haven't had anyone with the vision to start saying, "Wait, why can't we start incorporating actual gameplay into this stuff?" Now it's kind of difficult with VR chat at this point in time, but it's much more possible with something like Helios. Helios is the sort of is like a virtual reality game on uh, on the on the Unreal 4 engine. Now the Unreal 4 engine is a lot easier to work with when it comes to make having gameplay. And I was actually thinking about like all the different ways I'd be able to incorporate inventory on my characters. So like it won't just be like an avatar that I'm just using because I think it looks cool. I'll have avatars that can teleport and drain souls and fucking light people on fire, and you know what I mean, and like you actually see like a HUD down there. Like maybe the avatars can end up being a lot more interesting, almost like playable characters. So I can so not only am I just a cool looking character that I can stare at in a mirror, but I can also like take it into a situation where, some creatures start attacking the world and we just fucking start fighting, you know what I mean? Or I don't know, some kind of weird combination of like forced RP where the gameplay itself is causing us to roleplay. All right. Well, okay, so with that said, yeah, this is really fucking interesting. So I think I got my point across on that. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this video. But I will say I have decided that on my Steam it, I'm going to stop linking. Stop using DTube for every one of my video posts. And Three Speak is kind of interesting, but it doesn't. I really don't like it. LBRY is so good right now that I don't really see a reason not to just continue using LBRY as my main video hub. I'm just gonna keep using it, but at the same time, I like DTube. I want DTube and LBRY to be co-compatible because if I can have a torrent-based system and then IPFS at the same time and have it be like literally the click of a button kind of a situation where it's like I can just easily cross post on both. So as soon as I upload to one, I get also an instant upload to IPFS, and they hold on to it for a little while, and then people can pin that file. That is ultimate decentralization, where we have multiple services and it's cross posting is super straightforward on all of them. Um, that right there would make it absolutely impossible for anyone to consider any of this stuff too centralized. Like, oh well, you can't do this or blah blah blah, right? I mean, there's obviously always going to be illegal stuff, but whatever. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about true decentralization. We need I need DTube to finally fucking allow LBRY links on their cross posting functionality. And while they're at it, they need to make it so it automatically uploads to IPFS when you do the cross post. Just do it. It's got to be. That's it. That's got to be the thing that's got to happen. But with that said, there's going to be more videos like this, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this now. But take it easy. And yeah, this is. Whoa. I was actually taking damage from that. Wait, I thought I took damage from that pistol. Oh well. All right. Anyway, yes, yes, yes. Cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff.